welcome to the Sai Sessions show. My name is Sai Jones and this is the first ever episode. It's been a long time coming and thank God we are finally here. And never eventually do it, but now Silapa, we're doing it. We are here. So on the Sai Sessions show, I'll be reacting, commenting, talking about anything that has to do about umculo, anything that's worth talking about. I want also to make sure that this platform is one for young music producers. You heard that right. I want to make sure that I build this platform big enough, and with your help I can get that to happen. I want us to share music, to talk about music, to talk about things that you've heard, and for us to recap, and to also you know, I usually ask for music so that I can use it for the purposes of my sets, but now I want to talk about your music, so make sure you send me something. And I'm sure we can pin it down somewhere on the screen as to where exactly you can have you can send those. So since it's the first ever episode of the Sai Sessions show online, we need to recap on what happened in 2019 musically. So we are gonna do just that on today's episode. We're also going to be looking back as to what happened rather to our song of the year in 2019. I'm still actually quite puzzled about it, but maybe we can share information. I've got something to say, I'm sure you do, but that's gonna happen a little bit later on. And then we're gonna be sharing exactly from my angle what are the mentionables for the first quarter of this year, because everybody's dropping, like people are just dropping, and I'm 100% excited to share what I've currently got on my share archives there for you to look forward to on the first quarter of 2020. So welcome to 2020, welcome to the Sai Sessions. Let's go on ahead and get this started, man. Alright, so recapping on to 2019, a lot happened in 2019. We've seen ups and downs, we've seen breakups, we've seen fights, but that's not what I'm here about. No, I'm here about the music side of life. A couple of people dropped, a couple of our favorites dropped. There were more albums more than anything is what I saw in 2019, but if you've got something to share, you've got something to share, you can also make sure that you send a comment to me. I guess that's what YouTubers say now, send a comment or comment down below. Okay, so 2019 was a stellar year for music, and I just want to start by saying that there are highlights that we've got. I've got highlights that I also got. I mean, I dropped my debut single, Inenekazi, and it's doing very well radio play wise. Yeah, definitely gonna be shooting a video soon, but that was one of my highlights. The second highlight was I'm gonna tell you now. I was at an event. I was a Budweiser event. My friend Biggs and Terrace is playing a set, so this song comes in. I mean, the set was fire, but there's this one song that came in, and so my ass literally went from upstairs down to the dance floor just so I can Shazam the song. And you know, as DJs, we act like we don't Shazam, but we definitely do Shazam our asses off. So I Shazam the song, and Shazam's like no results. Awesome. Okay, I'm like, okay, you know what, let me send him a voice note and be like, dude, what is this song? Send him that voice note. 2 days after, I get an email from the song Music. Listen to the song, and guess what? It's the song that I Shazammed at that event. That song drove me crazy, and it's called Judgment Dance by the song. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I'm not sure, but I don't think it is, because it's one of the promo songs that they sent to us earlier on. But if it is, go have a listen to it. It's one for the books. It's one for the books. That was one of my 2019 highlights when it comes to one of my faves dropping something new. Okay, so let's get to our mentionables of 2019. TNS dropped an album called MobbJustice, King of House. And from this album, you'll remember the songs such as Umona featuring Mpumi, My Dali featuring Inenekazi, and there's also one mentionable that I think I should put out there, I believe featuring London. I will say though, when I first listened to the album, Umona popped out for me, like it really popped out, and that was before it became a single. So, excuse me. So shout out to TNS for really showing us what his sound is and really encapsulating a beautiful Afro House album to let us exactly know who he is as an individual artist, as an individual producer, because we know the kind of work that he did with the Prince KB and we know the kind of situations they went through. But I'm so happy that they fixed everything. Like I'm really happy for the love of the music. In house music, as I like to say, we never beef. We don't beef, we collaborate. So well done to TNS. It's a stellar album. It still drives people crazy. And as you know, Umona was one of the songs that were nominated to become Song of the Year. But we're gonna talk about the Song of the Year later on. Let's jump on to DJ4T. Oh, DJ4T. DJ4T is like a personal favorite of mine. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm so biased when it comes to him. He dropped an album this year, 2019. Yes, he dropped an album in 2019 called Unboxed. It has a really nice cover. It's red. I really like the cover as well. So when I first listened to 40 to DJ4T's Unboxed, I'm not gonna lie, I went crazy. I was laying in bed, headphones in, laptop there, and I'm like, oh, DJ4T just brought something. Because after not hearing from him in terms of an album for so long, and we all know 2019 kind of sort of belonged to Amapiano. We know that. So to have someone and to have people who are dropping albums in 2019 and like the core of a trend and having to stay true to their sounds, that's what DJ4T did. I remember I was in Polokwane this other time and I started my set with The Light. That song stood out for me. I started my set with The Light and I'm seeing the crowd is catching up to this. I'm just like, flip, this song is a number. I really hope he makes a single out of it if he hasn't. If he has, maybe, I don't know, we'll see, but I really hope he makes it a single because the song is on fire. I want to jump to DJ Lag, our beloved producer. I'm Xhosa, guys, so the clicks are, yeah, they're legit. So DJ Lag dropped an EP called Uhuru. I think it has 6 songs if I'm not mistaken, and DJ Lag also stuck to his nature, to his vibe. But I will say something, it does sound like something from like East Africa. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it sounds like something that came out from East Africa but with a mix to it. It's very nice. It's very nice, which goes to show what kind of versatility he has in the genre of house music. Also, something to mention about DJ Lag, there's a song that he worked on alongside Yemi Alade, alongside Busiswa Moonchild, Sandy, and that Beyonce also worked on. I'm missing an artist. What's her name? I think it's Tierra Whack. Yes, I think it's Tierra Whack. So they worked on a song called My Power. If you listen to this song, it does sound very Afro. Because when I first heard it, I was like, Beyonce laid her vocals on an Afro track, eh now? So as you get to digging into the publishing of the song, you see Wuti DJ Lag had an input in it. But when you also listen closer to it, you do kind of hear what kind of input that he had on the song My Power. It was nominated, the album rather, that the song came in was nominated for a Grammy. And I think on the 27th, they went to the Grammy Awards to see if the album would win Best Pop Album. But I think Billie Eilish won. Billie Eilish owned pop in America. Moving on to that, I've got a book here that I wrote everything on. Moving on to that, we've got one of the notable newcomers of 2019, Usimi. Simi is signed under a record label, Sun-El Musician. Sun-El Musician, he's also a personal favorite of mine. Sun-El Musician for me is my top 5. Like, I'm not even, in terms of production, he's my top 5. And when you hear a Sun-El Musician song, you can quickly identify what song belongs to him. But he introduced Simi to us, and Usimi brought us Umahlalela and Gozdola, but there's Kanim Jelele Yena, Ohambu Yamchelu. But I don't know the exact lyrics, but Imnandiman, and the entire album Tagela Ferry stood out. Like, it stood out for me. Production was mainly by Sun-El Musician, of course, and it made 2019 quite interesting. I'm not even gonna lie. So if you haven't checked out her album, because I'm sure a lot of you have, but we had a lot happening in terms of music in 2019 that I'm scared that she did not get the recognition that she deserves. So please go on ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think, if you feel the same as I feel about Tegela Fairy. Yes, Tegela Fairy. Moving on to a quick mention, Amifaku, also a newcomer, dropped an album called Imali. Amazing stuff, Amifaku. Amazing stuff. Never expected it, but that's a quick mention. I'm just gonna pass on right to that, right from that. Now, on to the people who owned 2019. Prince KB, number one. Prince KB dropped an album called Rimnino, which I believe means we are music, I think. We all know what a Rimnino had in it. We all know what it had in it. If I could name it, I would sit here forever. But anyway, Kukuletu, Banomoya, those songs, we all know what Rimnino came with. But a song that stood out for me once again was a song called Rockets, and I think the other one is called Tech Thursdays. I think it's called Tech Thursdays. Stood out for me. If you are into a type of Afro, the English is not failing me because it's not my mother. If you are into some Afro tech type of house music, Rockets as well as Tech Thursdays is definitely for you, I swear, 100%. Also Rockets on the same set in Polokwane, people enjoyed it. So Vele, Prince KB never disappoints, man. Prince KB never disappoints. We always have a fun time when we're listening or hearing anything that comes from Prince KB. We know he owned the year with Guguletu, which, if I'm not mistaken, was also nominated on SABC's Top 10 for 2019 Song of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, then please. Another quick mention, just between the other bigger mentions, we've got DJ Tira, who dropped an album, by the way. I want to show you the album art for the album. I think it's called Ikenani, which reminds me of like a place in the Bible. Right, a place in the Bible. But yeah, I want to show you his artwork. Don't you love DJ Tira? Like, look at that. I love this man. I love DJ Tira. Like, look at him. Flip. No, I love this man. Besides that, which was honestly the highlight of me when it comes to the album, I don't know what I expected from DJ Tira, but the song had I won't say it had one specific genre of music. It was like a fusion of musics. One track you are hearing a drum track, next you are hearing an afro, next you are hearing a mapiano. I'm just like, please pick a story. I mean, I love DJ Tira, I love him with all my heart, but the album for me, I can safely say that one song stood out, besides one that was elected for the summer song, but one stood out, Begs and Terrace, Texan, as well as DJ Tira. It's called Wozala, and hey, what a tune, man, what a tune. It was definitely the highlight of that album for me. So if perhaps you were like me as well and you felt like the album wasn't a highlight, please skip to Wozala. You will find a highlight on Wozala featuring Begs and Terrace as well as Utagzan. Please do yourself a favor. And on the same breath, we're gonna mention Destruction Boys, who also dropped an album. I think yeah, I forgot what the title was. I think it's From Something to the World, yes. But besides that, that's all I can say about the album. Yeah, that's all I can say about the album. Okay, so now going on to the people that like led 2019 for us. They were our bread and butter. We were, in fact, not even our bread and butter. You know when they say slay us, we are your dragons, these were the guys. Us, we are your cabbages. This what should I call us, we are your cabbages. These were the guys that that took over 2019, and I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. If you can take a guess with me, yeah. Gavaza Small and Maporisa, DJ Maporisa. If you heard a Mapiano song, it's 90% chances that it belongs to them. I swear, 90% chances that it belongs to them. So they literally commercialized what is Mapiano, and they gave you all of the songs that you dance to when it comes to Mapiano. It probably belongs to them, and I'm gonna clap for them. I'm gonna clap for them. You know why? Because they were very consistent, and you cannot beat someone's consistency. Gavaza the Small dropped Scorpion Kings, and then with Mapolis, and then they also dropped Piano Hub. I mean, you cannot knock someone's consistency when it comes to music, and if the streets and the club is loving it, who else is gonna tell you otherwise? Absolutely nobody. These guys did a lot. I mean, I respect them 100%. I respect consistency. I respect hard work. I respect anybody who's true to themselves. And I respect the fact that they started a trend and they continue to follow up with regards to that trend. I'm just wondering if, because you know how we do in South African house music, we're so amazing. House music is amazing, and we keep evolving, and there's something new all the time. I'm just hoping that you know, the people that there's things that tend to dilute a genre. I'm just hoping that they won't dilute Mapiano to the extent where it becomes a distant memory to us. I don't know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about Mapiano. Is it a trend? Is it something we can say is encapsulated in our house music for a long time? What's your take on it? Let me know. Comment down below. And then we're gonna move on to another guy this guy. So this guy dropped an album called Is Pity Pity, and he goes by the name of Something Soweto. Something Soweto. I have an American living inside me. Go. So Something Soweto dropped an album called Is Pity Pity. This album really caused Is Pity Pity. I mean, when I heard Something Soweto was dropping an album, I mean, thinking back from Akana Mali featuring Usan El Musician, you kind of thought, what is this guy going to do? And considering his history in music, in the, can I safely call it the Afro soulness of life? Yeah, with the group The Soil that he was with, I mean, we can be like, what can we expect from this guy? I mean, as DJs and as music enthusiasts, we try to predict. So I'm like, what can I expect from this guy? And then he drops the album, and then I'm like, what? This is not what I expected. I mean, this guy gave us a fusion of what I can say it's Afro soul-y to a mix of refined Mapiano. Hey guys, Something Soweto really shocked me. I don't know about you, but he really shocked me. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Like I said, I had no expectations because I don't know. But whatever those expectations were, tell me you weren't impressed by the entire album. Tell me you weren't. Tell me. I'm sure you were. So Something Soweto took us off by storm. Aglaleki featuring Shasha. No, they took us by storm is another one worth a mention. And if you have anything that pops out from you in terms of what stood out for you musically, in terms of albums, music, anything, I want to know. Share it with me. Share it with me, man. Oh wow, I want you to share everything that you have to mention about house music with me, and I want us to react together, and I want us to have a conversation, and I want us to just talk about house music, because that's what the Side Sessions is all about. And so now I want to jump on to the 2019 Song of the Year. I don't know what happened there. Like at some point, I think there was a situation where the Song of the Year is being inducted and it's not gonna happen because the guy who came up with it was like, this is my idea, so you are not gonna drop anything until I get what I want. I'm guessing he wanted money, but there was a situation there where they were like, SABC is not releasing a Song of the Year, and we know SABC is like the biggest media platform in South Africa, so if they stop telling us some things, we're gonna feel weird about it. But anyway, there was a list of mentionables, top 10. I want to read the list to you because honestly I don't know it by heart, but I definitely do have it noted here. We've got DJ Zintle Umlilo, of course. We've got DJ Tira featuring Juicy, Thank You Mr. DJ, which came from the album I just mentioned actually. We've got Sammy T featuring Miano and Kamodi with Labantwana Mauba. We've got Master G featuring Nomebo with Jerusalem. I'm laughing because I spent my festive in the Eastern Cape. I was gigging a lot there, and I was conversing with my brothers. I'm like, what do you guys think the song of the year is gonna be? So I was like, maybe Lilo, because it's getting a lot of vibes right now. And then my brother's like, Jerusalem. And I'm like, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. He's like, yeah, Jerusalem, I'm pretty sure. And that's the Xhosa Nation. The Xhosa Nation was behind it. If you play Jerusalem and the Xhosa Nation. Guys, and by the way, Master G has views. Master KG rather has views on YouTube. Master K, I checked out his YouTube videos. That guy doesn't have anything below 2 million views. His videos. That guy has views. The song has about 5 million views. Jerusalem has 5 million views. Wow. Okay. Black Diamond, Ipanoi, TNS Mpumi with Umona, Tengane, Wamtembeni, KG the King, and Bizizi featuring Kilakau, Kokota. Those were, I think that was the Ukozi. That was the Ukozi top 10, which, by the way, if I remember quite well, it was the national top 10. So honestly speaking, I don't know where we finalized with that. I've got no idea what we finalized with the 2019 Song of the Year. Maybe all of us in our hearts, we've got our own 2019 Song of the Year, but as a nation, I don't know about Wangenange Pingoma for 2020. And I would love to know what song escorted you into 2020. I checked online with Ujux, and Ujux's Song of the Year was Umlilo, which was the most streamed song at the time. So Jux's 2019 summer song was Umlilo by DJ Zintle. But in essence, I would love to know what SABC came up with. I read something that said Master KG Jerusalem was the 2019 summer song. I think somewhere in Mafikeng is where they entered their 2020 with they entered their 2020 with Jerusalem. I could believe that. I could see it. I can see it. I can see it. Jerusalem. No, I can see it. If he did win that, congratulations to him. I know it's late, but we're doing a recap anyway. I'm gonna say congratulations to him. Congratulations to DJ Zintle. Congratulations to whomever won the Song of the Year in your heart. Congratulations to them. And now it's time for 2020. Woo. Let's go on to let's go. Ooh, yeah. So now let's do this. Let's go on to 2020. 2020, 20 plenty, 20 many is what they're calling it in the streets. I'm obliging. I received 2020, 20 plenty. All right. So now I did say I'm going to be mentioning the mentionables of the first quarter based on what I know. And without taking most of your time, and before I close off, here's what you can look forward to for 2020. All right, let's start here. Tribe Franco, that is someone you need to look out for. In general, look out for Tribe Franco. No, I can't even classify him under anything in terms of house music. He has such a raw Afro sound, like with drums, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you don't know him, check him out. He just released a project, an album called Kabutira. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Apparently it's Mozambican. It's a place in Mozambique. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So please look out for Tribe Franco. You can check his website, tribefranco.co.za, just to see what kind of content he's got going on there. But he is a mentionable when it comes to his music. I mean, when I listened, I remember I got introduced to him at a club I was working at, and I listened to a song called She's the Bass, and I went crazy, featuring Nete. I went crazy. So look out for Tribe Franco, look out for what he's got. He just dropped the album like now, so go on ahead and get yourself logged and get yourself acquainted with who Tribe Franco is. Another mentionable, Rabs Bafui. Rabs Bafui also, he is working on a project, he's working on an album called Unboxed. And I'm not sure when it's dropping, but I'm definitely going to keep you posted as to when exactly it is dropping and what you can look forward to. I mean, Rabs Bafui has dropped a lot of content here and there, here and there, here and there. So I'm happy to be receiving a whole project from him, something that he can go to us. Here you go, enjoy yourselves. So Rabs Bafui Unboxed is another project that you need to look out for in the first quarter. Another one which I'm sure has been in your hearts for a long time, but has been a bit on the distant side or quiet, as you may call it. I don't want to say that because he might be dropping content that I don't even know about, and that's it with house music. There's always content, there's always music, but there's no streamlined place as to where we can access that content. And side note, this place needs to be it. But shout out to zikipani.com. They do so much work. They do very well with regards to kind of streamlining everything into one site. Like, we've got everything entertainment there. Shout out to them. They do the Lord's work. Okay, we've got Demogul essay. Demogul essay. I mean, he was just there at the interim of what was Mapiano. He gave us Kom Kokotlong. It took me a while to know what that song means, by the way. Only to find that it's censored. It's a censored song. So Demogul is going to be dropping an album called Lessons. He just dropped the artwork, actually. I want to show you the artwork. I'm going to go to his Instagram right now and search for him and show you the album artwork for Lessons. This is the back. If you can see, it has like a whole chalkboard situation going on there, but I guess lessons, taking you to class type of situation is what is going on. It has a track list of 13 songs. I honestly don't know what kind of vibe that he went with regards to the song, but I'm definitely going to listen to it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to listen to it, and I suggest you also look out for it as well. Demogul is going to be dropping Lessons. Like I said, I'm not sure when, but we will keep one another posted. So with regards to anything that we're looking forward to in the first quarter, that's all I've got for you today. And I hope that by the time the next episode comes up, we've got a whole lot more to look forward to with regards to house music. Otherwise, for now, I would love to say thank you for tuning in. And since I'm a new YouTuber, I would like to say the common phrases of like, subscribe. If I'm missing something, yes, like and subscribe. Share the video if you like it, but share it nonetheless. Yeah, share it. Share the video. Let's go on ahead and talk about music. Share with me your songs. Don't forget that. I want your songs. I want to play them on my sets, and I want to talk about them. So share with me your songs. I'm gonna put down an email as to where you can share your songs with me here on the Side Session so we can talk about them. Also, one last thing, things that I think you might need to look forward to. I'm also going to drop a link to my SoundCloud so that you guys can see the music, and not see, but hear, listen to the music that we've talked about throughout the shows that we've talked about, so you can hear them in an entire mix. I'm going to drop a link so that you guys can have fun with the music that we've talked about. So this is important that you make sure that you send and share your content with me so I can playlist it. Otherwise, for now, my name is Zion Jones, and have a blessed day, man.